Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. Feeling, huh?
Yeah.
So, and then Bhava said, if we hear chant someone who has Bhava, means great acharyas, then this Bhava through the word infused in my heart. Then Bhava is more, how do you say, more,
condensed.
Yeah, kind of saturate or condense.
Could you say again? Sorry.
So, like, our spiritual body is Bhava mind, means, made by Bhava, will be made by Bhava. So, means, how to make spiritual bodies is, we have to be, more Bhava, more feeling. So, Anandas was saying, if we chant Mahabani of great acharyas who has this Bhava, spiritual body, spiritual feeling, that great acharyas word, Mahabani, Bhava, what is it? Bhava Bani, that's infused in the heart. Then it helps make spiritual body. So we are doing like this, Why we are sharing and listening, this is...
Where is he saying this? Where is he writing this?
This is Vilapax Manjari 88 or 89. This is Laksha, what is it? Laksha. Some Radharani want to go back to parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Then Sridhama will come.
Mm-hmm.
And then asking Jatira.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you need? Because Jatira is greedy, And then she said, I need a car. And then Sridhama bring 10,000 car and give to Jatira. And then Radhika is, could go back to parents' house, Varishana. And then meet parents. And Varishana has more freedom. Radhika has more little free. But, parents-in-law, mother-in-law's house is little,
Strict.
Yeah, strict. Cannot do anything as her will. So, and that time, Baba mentioned, and at that time Manjari also follow Radhika. Because the shadow of Radhika. And then it is a, Krishna sometimes does not understand Radhika's feeling. At that time, Krishna see Manjari's face. Then Krishna understand what is Radhika's feeling. Because Manjari is like the same feeling with Radhika. So if Manjari is happy, and then Radhika is happy. If Manjari is in kind of agony, then Radhika also same feeling. So Krishna could figure out, see the Manjari, or what is Radhika's feeling.
Jayananda, yesterday when Mahaniti Baba talked about Manjari, their husband, is he gave final conclusion or just gave different opinions?
Could you say again? Can I have also one?
Yesterday, Mahaniti Baba explained about husbands of Manjari.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Is he gave final conclusion or just gave different opinions?
Give different opinions. So yesterday I'm asking, there is Manjari has a husband in spiritual world. And his answer is like this. According to Narottama Das Thakur, he's praying. When I get to,
Vivaha.
when I born Parishana, and then get married with my husband to move to Java. That kind of praying then. So according to Narottama Das, that is husband. And also, according to some Sampradaya, give to the name of husband and wife, husband name, also mother's name, father's name. Some Sampradaya give to them. And some Acharya say, Manjari does not have to, take care of husband.
You're so busy.
Too busy for radical seva.
And the wedding ceremony has engagement first.
Taking a nap.
Then it's already choose who will be. What man will be husband. Engagement before wedding ceremony, but it's also part of all this tradition. Means it's already choose someone will be husband, but it's not. He is not husband. They're not staying together.
No.
In some idea is, and also according to tradition, the girl time to time coming to the place of her future husband and looking how he's living his room, rooming like this.
Yeah, maybe true. And also in Indian culture, it's very funny. Last time we met, we met the taxi driver, and he's saying, when we go back to Nepal. At that time, I'm asking, so where do you live? Yeah, do you married? Yeah, I'm married. I have 2 daughters, something. And where do you live? Oh, yeah, I live ashram. So, what about your wife? Yeah, wife lives in my house. He's happy, alone, taking care of deity or something. So, sometimes Indian culture, wife and husband lives separately. And if we read Bhagavatam, like Kardama Muni was doing his kind of bhajan, his kind of, worship. And wife is just taking care of the family affair. And husband do his own business. And it seems he does not come back, not so often. Like, this is, I don't know, but his idea is has husband, but always with Radhika.
Was Narottama associating with the Mahaprabhu?
Actually, Narottama Das is the next generation of Mahaprabhu.
But I looked yesterday and he's older than him.
Who?
Narottama is older than Mahaprabhu.
No. No.
And I got the bad information.
No, this is, I think, wrong. Because Narottama Das is disciple of Lokanatha Goswami.
This is what I understood. I was confused to see.
No, because Lokanatha Goswami is like similar age of Mahaprabhu, maybe little younger, or similar age. And Narottama Das born 1532 or 3 or 4 or 5 around. Mahaprabhu finished pastime. Is sometimes some people say 1533 or 34. Usually we believe 34. And Narottama Das appear like a 33, 34, 32, 35, something, this kind of year. That is my, my...
And also very famous story how Mahaprabhu left mercy for Narottama before he was born. And everyone asked, who is Narottama? Who is Narottama? Why he is calling someone Narottama?
You have to make the circle bigger.
Yeah. No, you don't need to go far, Udavaji. Just move this.
Just come.
Yeah, because you're too far, Udavaji. Good morning. Welcome. So you keep like a Narottama.
Yes, it's famous story. I think in this book, Prema Bhakti Candrika, when Mahaprabhu visited East Bengal, Bangladesh, he came to the bank of river Padma. He came with Nityananda Prabhu and some other Parshadas. Says he started to loudly chant Narottam, 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 and everyone was amazed. Who is Narottam? Because amongst them no any with such name. And then I remember Mahaprabhu collected the tears of Nityananda during their travel. This is Prema, and he called Padma river deities, Padma Devi, Shri Padma Devi, and told, please give it to my Narottam. And she asked, how can I recognize him? Like this is all a story. Evidence what in that time Narottam was not born means Mahaprabhu is senior by age.
Yes.
Is there a biography?
Yes. In this book.
In the beginning?
Beginning.
Okay.
If you
But
could
there's
read.
there's not a bigger one.
No. Very short. And just read the beginning, first two pages, then you can understand.
And because of this, I don't know about Babaji in Gaudiya Mata, they telling Narottam is expansion of Nityananda because of his tears that Mahaprabhu is collected.
Or sometimes it is expansion of Mahaprabhu. Because Nitai Gora is almost kind of same. Yesterday I was impressed of Sandini Sambit and
I also thought
and Fradini, because this understanding, my understanding become more broad actually after hearing his words.
Could you share more detail? How broad?
So I'm asking Krishna's three energy, to existence potency means Sandini. And Sambit is cognizant, means kind of consciousness energy, to know something, some energy. And another energy is Fradini, pleasure-giving potency. And sometimes it is Sandini represented by Balaram. Sometimes Sambit represents Krishna or Vasudeva. Or Fradini represents Radharani. I'm asking, is it true? And also, could you explain that things? Because I don't, I want to know your understanding. And he's saying like this. Krishna expand Radharani. Krishna expand like Balaram, or maybe, and Balaram or Nitai. But anyway.
He pronounced both names.
Nitai. And then, actually, he's saying, Krishna has this three energy. Also, same way, Radharani also three energy. Also, Balaram Nitai also has three energy. But main energy, predominant energy is Nitai's Sandini. No, sorry, like Balaram Nitai, Balaram Sandini.
Means, but
main.
For Sandini Shakti dominating is Balaram.
Yes, but he has all three energy.
Understood. То есть для Сандини Шакти управляющим божеством является Баларам, хотя все имеют три энергии.
And Vasudeva Krishna has cognizant energy. mainly. But he has also three energy. Radhika as main energy for Radhini Shakti. But Radhika also three energy. So therefore, even Radhika could do anything. Therefore, their three is like one. But appearing three.
I heard this once. Naranga Maharaj asked how many energies Krishna has. And the answer was one, his own energy. He is one and his energy one. But this energy can be, transformed in any kind of energy according to his desire. It's from that point of view.
Yeah, like a Shakti man is same and at the same time different, he said. And so therefore, Balaram, or maybe Nitai, has, like kind of, Ananga Manjari is kind of Radhini Shakti's potency.
Для него Radhini Shakti doesn't Manjari.
So, it is so that Nityananda Prabhu is Ananga Balaram.
Nityananda is two features, Balaram and Ananga Manjari. Because Nitai's working is to help Gora or help Radha and Krishna. So to help Krishna become Balaram as elder brother and also friend.
In material expansion.
Yes.
Just so everybody understands.
And if you want to serve Radhika, Radharani has like women body. So man cannot serve lady, generally speaking. So therefore, Nitai become Ananga Manjari, younger sister, to serve Radhika. So means like Ananga Manjari, like Radhika. So means like this kind of more like more or less Radhini Shakti she has.
Also, he is mentioned Jana and Vasudha as Radhini Shakti for Nitai.
Yeah. Yes. So Nityananda has two wives. Janava and Vasudha. And Vasudha is, I think, younger sister of Janava. I think marriage ceremony is some kind of feast. At that time, feast. Vasudha is distributing prasada to Nitai, or for all devotees. At that time, Nitai married Janava. It is Nityananda Charitamrita. And then Nitai see Vasudha. And it is said, Nitai said to Vasudha, I accept you as my wife also. And then Nitai said to her father, I will take this Vasudha also as my wife. And the father said, yes. Something like kind of. So sometimes we have a very limited vision, sometimes. But yesterday, oh yeah, that's true. So we may read.
We continue reading from Sri Sri Prema Bhakti Candrika, verse 18. I repeat a little bit from yesterday. 1 or 2 sentences. I behold the transcendental forms of Krishna's devotees. I associate with Krishna's devotees and faithfully engage in hearing and chanting. As long as the association of such great devotees of Krishna is not attained, one should study the sacred revealed scriptures and the comments on them by the great souls. This is also one kind of satsanga, sacred company.
It's called Shastriya Sadhusanga.
Shastriya.
So, sorry, like which place are you
And we
reading?
are 158. Just the 2 sentences before, after this, the blessed author says. This should also be known in the course of discussion. After this, the blessed author says, Archana Smarana Dhyana, Nava Bhakti Mahagyana, A Bhakti Parama Karana. Here practices like hearing, chanting, deity worship, recollection, and meditation are mentioned. Meditation is included in smarana, or recollection.
Sorry, what is meant with recollection?
Smarana, so it's remembering. Yeah, remembering.
But I don't understand the word recollection.
They mention both words.
Like kind of my understanding like this. So we have like some kind of remembrance, some experience. Then D means again try to think of this experience.
Of that
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. Collection
Okay.
experience.
Okay.
I found on page 155 they say recollection, remembering, means to have a slight mental connection with the Lord, and one kind of recollection is called meditation.
Okay.
Также видом вот этого вот вида практики является дьяна медитация.
Sri Jiva Goswami teaches Vishe Sato Rupadi Chintanam Dhyanam. When recollection ripens or ripens? When recollection ripens, it culminates into meditation, and one remembers detailed forms and so. So, die Frucht reift, ne? Yeah. Right. So, 4 of the 9 famous kinds of devotion are mentioned in this Tripadi. The words Nava Bhakti Mahagyana indicate that we must learn all the details about all the 9 forms of devotion. In the aforementioned Tripadi number 11, it was said, Bhagavata Shastra Marma, Nava Vida Bhakti Dharma, Sadai Kuribo Shushevana. In our comment on this part, we have discussed the 9 types of devotion. According to our capacity, one may consult that part of the book. E Bhakti Parama Karana means that these 9 kinds of devotion are the greatest cause or means of the attainment of Prema. Jayananda, you want to wants to read the Sanskrit, or I just...
No, or you want to Sanskrit?
Or I just read English? Or?
Just this, I was a little bit impressed this one.
Мне впечатлило следующее. Оригинально.
You say, as long as the association of such great devotee of Krishna is not attained,
Не достигнуто.
one should study the sacred revealed
Нужно
scriptures
изучать
and the comments
Писания
on them
и комментарии,
by the great souls.
написанные великими Кришной.
This is also one kind of satsanga, sacred company.
То есть
This should also be known, the cause of discussion. Then why that?
почему так?
So just before you coming, we are little discussing.
Только как вы пришли, у нас было некоторое обсуждение.
That's Virapaksmanjari, I think 88 or maybe 89 said,
Да, в Лос-Анджелесе 88 или 89 сказано.
our spiritual body will consist of Bhava, our feeling.
Из Бхава, чувств.
So, and then if someone who has Bhava,
Если кто-то
means the
обладает
kind of, feeling, spiritual strong feeling,
полным чувством, переживанием.
if we hear from the words,
Если мы слушаем слова,
that feeling infuse into our heart.
эти чувства тогда войдут в наше сердце, проникнут в сердце.
So similarly, this like a book, this Virapaksmanjari or Radhana Sasdaniti, their book is full of feeling of Acharya. So if hearing and chanting these words, Mahabani,
Если слушание их слова, повторение их
then also that author's feeling into our heart.
также наполняет наше сердце их переживаниями.
Of course, living sadhu, great soul is best.
Конечно же, общение с живым садху — это много лучше.
But if it's not available,
Но если это невозможно,
then we can kind of, hear and read or maybe chanting. This book also helping to
обсуждать,
attain that Bhava.
что достичь такой же Бхавы.
Because I think when we are reading,
Я думаю, когда
then
мы
we have
читаем,
direct
мы
association
имеем
with the author,
прямое общение,
so we can get this bhav.
поэтому мы можем получить
Also.
Бхаву.
But actually, reading also okay.
Читание это хорошо,
But more better is hearing.
но лучше слушать.
Yes.
Yes.
But if we have no possibility for that,
Then
then at least
yes.
we can read it.
Yes, sure. That is sure.
Да, как минимум.
Very good.
I heard one article called Shastri Sadhusanga from Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Desai Maharaj. He explained why it must be done, means reading books. It was because they was written by the great souls with compassion for us, or else we will neglect their mercy and compassion.
If we don't read, then
Yes.
neglecting the mercy.
Yes, they neglected their mercy. It was his point. And other point is Jayananda Maharaj in commentary to Raga Vatma Candrika is wrote, the lobha attainable even by reading such books. Like Raga Vatma Candrika or Vilapku Sumanjali, Shradha such books. He said because Bhavas were. And what he told Pranavalabha, if the records say she's not available, Jayananda Maharaj told, we can read in such a way what just pray to the altar on everyone who take part in this book. Please allow me be with you and hear your words and feel what you're feeling, like this.
Yeah, this mood is very important. I think, very humble mood and desiring the mercy. I'm so insignificant, very fallen. Please help me, help us, so that we can get glimpse of feeling, or we can get the feeling. That's, I think, very
And I think it's also a difference if I read alone with the right attitude, then it's very good, but reading together is even more better.
More better. So therefore, if we read like this, then different people, different opinion, or different feeling, different angles, some discussion coming. Then we think more deeply. Like yesterday, I heard from Maharaja Swami. Sometimes, I cannot digest immediately. Honestly speaking, And sometimes, Gurudev's was sometimes different way to express he has. And then I have to adjust. What's the meaning? What Gurudev meaning? What is kind of, this is how to explain nicely. Both is correct, like this. So, and yesterday Gurudev said we are unfortunate we could not hear yesterday's German Sangha. There also, I don't know how many devotees, 3, 4, 5 devotees, or maybe more, discussing, sharing. And then some point is coming out. And sometimes I'm also feeling, by myself I cannot say this word. But other devotees association, some inspiration into heart. Oh my God, I'm talking this kind of words or this kind of feeling. So therefore, this association inspires us to say something or go deep into our heart. That's my experience and feeling.
My experience from the beginning, when I took books and looked into and began to read, it doesn't came to me, not in my heart and not in my mind. And after this, when I heard, wow, this is living. The books are authority and saints, and I prayed and I began to appreciate and I prayed for help. Something is happening. I don't know what, but inside of me something is happening. Then I got association, and for Bhagavad Gita, for me it was most difficult, and I begged for help, and Uddhava appears. Yes, I think this is, for me it's all true what you said. I made this experience.
Yeah, sometimes I don't understand, sometimes other devotees say, what they say. Sometimes I don't understand Uddhava they say, oh my God, it's such realization, oh my God. I may not understand immediately, and slowly, can digest. That thing is happening. So therefore, especially here in Vrindavan, because Vrindavan is, atmosphere is kind of Yoga Maya's influence, and also Radha Mohan's chanting always coming. And also devotees feeling also more, concentrated. Therefore, discussion, especially here in Braja, is more go into deeper. Shall I? Okay. Vajaera Madhya Shrestha Nava Vida Bhakti Krishna Prema Krishna Dite Dare Mahashakti Tara Madhya Sarva Shrestha Nama Sankirtana Nara Parada Nama Hoite Hoi Prema Dana.
The best items of bhajana are the 9 types of devotion, since they carry the power to bestow Krishna and love of Krishna. Amongst them, the greatest is Nama Sankirtana, for offenseless chanting of the holy name grants the treasure of Prema. For offenseless chanting of the holy name grants the treasure of Prema. I have to digest this.
Like, chanting is three kind of chanting. Aparada chanting means offense chanting. Offensive chanting. Second stage is nama basa stage. Not too offensive, but also not too pure. Like kind of in between. And then here offenseless chanting means pure chanting. Pure chanting gives us prema. Namabhas chanting gives us moksha. That is, it is mentioned.
So this was the end of verse 18.
Okay, 19.
Shripad made a very important point. This he mentions Nam Sankirtan is the most important because for this age of Kali, this is the most valuable process applicable to every living entity. So everyone can participate in this Nam Sankirtan. Because Nam Sankirtan means Sangha Kirtan, together chanting, loud chanting of the holy name.
It's Gurudev connecting?
Yes, it's
Oh, nice. So we wait for the 19th verse to read. Oh, sweet.
Wow.
So we need the mics then to...
Because when we are performing Nam Sankirtan, then we have no time to think of anything else, because all the senses are engaged.
Oh, very good point. Very good point. Very good.
Yeah, hearing, the mouth, the eyes also.
When we are engaged in Nam Sankirtan together chanting, then we have no possibility for thinking of something else, because all the senses are engaged. With playing, making the sound, hearing. So the congregation is helping the chanter, the leader, and the leader is helping the congregation.
Yeah.
So this is like in the spiritual world too. In our spiritual bodies, we are doing the seva together. We are all helping each other. So this Sangha, Kirtan, is something very essential and very important.
Very good point. Say, like, if we reading, we are using, like, eye using. If we hearing, then we are listening this ear. If chanting means word also same time hearing, listening, hearing. So this is more senses engaged. And especially kirtan is and body, like say play character or mridanga or like a clapping or dancing, then more body senses engaged.
Yeah.
So then no time.
Then the mind is really peaceful.
Yeah, but still, sometimes still we are thinking sometimes. But if we chant loudly, then very less possibility to think.
And this is what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced in this age of Kali Yuga. For us, is the only possibility. In other ages, you had other possibilities to attain Prema.
Right.
But in this age, all these angas of devotional service has to be coupled with Nam Sankirtan together.
And also what you said about the spiritual world, that we are one family and working together. Yesterday we heard this also from he beautifully explained. Thank you for Swami. And he also said, because the question was about the manjaris, and he said that there is no, we are all together helping. So what you say, there is not one is the highest and we just take the order from her. No, we also take, we are all serving the divine couple.
Because we are in this feeling, this Radha Dasyam means we are feeling the same, like Radharani is feeling, and without words we understand, each and everyone understands what they have to do, and helping in this way each other, so that Radharani can meet her Shyam.
Tak mu pomagają tam ludzie, żeby
Radhe Gurudev, you are with us?
Still not, and maybe so. Just leave it like center double.
Yeah, because he gave me.
Okay. Then you can.
The distance is too far.
It's the like today, like this, right? I'm taking before you. Yes, he's running. Gurudev and Buddha.
No, the distance microphone is too far.
He is coming.
Okay.
Good policy.
Yes, let me just. We embrace and everything.
Let be.
I have to learn things. So we wait that Punyam is connecting.
As you read,
Okay.
you can
Oh, just to continue.
Okay, verse 19. You
19. Purishike Govinda Seva Na Pujibo Devi Deva Eito Ananya Bhakti Kata Arayoto Uparamba Vishesh Sakari Damba Dekite Ragae Bodo Vyata.
I will serve Govinda with all my senses, and I will not worship other gods or goddesses. Radhe Radhe Gurudev. Good morning. We are Radhe Gurudev. Radhe. We are reading now verse 19 from Sri Sri Prema Bhakti Candrika. I will serve Govinda with all my senses, and I will not worship other gods or goddesses. This is exclusive devotion. All other activities are simply a sign of pride, seeing which I feel great pain. I don't know if you can hear. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Padastika Devi Paravatya Daya Deva Rudra Daya. Goddesses means Parvati, and so. And gods means Shiva, and so. The service of Hushikesha.
So could you explain Hushikesha?
Means Isha means owner or master of Krishika means senses. We have 10 senses, 5 senses giving us knowledge, and 5 senses, through 5 senses we engage in this world, in activity. All these senses belong to Lord. by this reason his name Hrishikesha. Hrishikesha Sevanam. Sarvapadvi Nirmoktam Tat Paratuna Nirvanam Hrishikesha. Hrishikesha. Forget Sevanam. Bhakti Ruchate. Means to left all false self-identification and engage own sense in service to the Lord of His senses. It's called Bhakti. This is really Narada Pancharata.
Actually, interesting. We are thinking we are independent. Actually, according to Bhagavatam, according to Vedic scripture, each sense is controlled by demigods. So therefore, sometimes we want to eat, but the digestion power is not strong. We cannot digest sometimes. In the morning, we want to get up earlier before Mongolatic, but sometimes we cannot.
Yes, but which God is this? I want to pray to him.
No, like better to pray Krishna. Like I by controlled by sun. Mind controlled by like our mind controlled by moon. Like what to say? It's kind of passing like kind of stool that is controlled by Mitra. Or I don't know, I don't know anything, but the digesting is maybe Agni. So fire. So similarly, each our part of body was controlled by demigods. Then the demigods also controlled by this Hrishikesha, Krishna. So then, if we want to use by my selfish desire, that's jiva. This tendency is conditioned. But if we want to use our own senses for the pleasure of the Lord, pleasure of Hrishikesha, master of senses, that's called Bhakti. And then we can liberate in this activity. So therefore this is interesting. Therefore using this is Hrishikesha. This is meaning Hrishikesha.
Sudha Kanika Vyakya. Previously, Srila Thakura Mahashaya has spoken of exclusive worship, personally giving the definition of exclusive devotion. And in this Tripadi, he explains how all factors that may harm the devotee's bhajana, all that is not part of exclusive bhajana, must be given up. In Sri Narada Pancharatra, the following definition of pure devotion is given.
This is very important for us, maybe. Sarva padi vinir muktam, tat paratvena nirmanam, frishkena, this may be wrong. Sevanam bhakti uchate.
Giving up all designations or all personal desires for both this lifetime and the next. Bhakti is performed solely for the love of Sri Krishna and in thus spotless. Such service to how you say
Hrishikesha.
Hrishikesha, the Lord of the senses, Sri Govinda performed through the senses is called Bhakti.
We need to meditate, reflect on how love is transferred. We have love in our hearts. We jivas. We want to put love in the heart of Krishna. And to do this, we do practice. So we have very pure emotions in our hearts. Krishna has pure emotions in his heart. How can we give him ours? By doing things with our dirty hands and our impure bodies. This is a mystery. This is the mystery that is really not explained anywhere. How can puja activities with my hands and body transfer my love to the heart of God? I don't have an answer. But it's a mystery.
Like I don't know, but I try to give my feeling. This kind of sometimes like a or father or mother has children, child's heart is very dirty because child say like a baby, like 1 year, 2 year. That child to touch anything, try to put anything in the mouth. But still, child has some kind of feeling, intention. Hey, Papa, Mama, this is good for you. And bring it in a kind of dirty hand. But child's intention is very pure. No self-desire. Just, this is good thing for me. So let it. I want to give this also to mother, father. Actually, mother, father giving to the child. So sometimes we appreciate the feeling, intention. Sometimes we feel the devotee's intention. And then intention is very pure. Then we are impressed. So therefore, the kind of Vaidhi Bhakti is just outward activity we see. But I feel like Raganuga Bhakti, Raga Bhakti is catching intention.
This is because the mercy of Bhakti is seva. Seva is the reflection of intention.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter whether I manage to build a temple with my hands or I build a little wooden thing with my hands. My intention is pure, then I'm doing seva. And Bhakti is this place that allows that to be enough to communicate love to God. No matter how small my act is, if my intention is pure, through the seva, I can give my love to God. So I agree with you. It's intention.
Yes, that's my feeling.
That's also my feeling. That is very important point. That it doesn't matter what we do and how big it is, but it matters with how much love that we are doing something. That is what Krishna is taking ultimately, our love and our feeling, and not how big or how small something is from our point of view, what we are doing.
So purify our love, then do what we can do, and it's good.
According to our capacity, someone has a capacity to make something very big, and someone has a capacity who is not so much high, but the intention behind it is the same. So there is no the better seva and the lower seva, sondern a loving seva.
You know that Gurudev often glorifies Balaram, the carpenter, who does simple carpentry every day, but he has a pure heart, and he does it fully with his heart.
And always smiling and working in the biggest heat. We couldn't do anything. I could not do anything with over 40 degrees, and he's just smiling or in the cold, always engaged in building something, repairing, and so pure.
And then, after hearing, I could understand more 9th chapter, 30 verse. Means
9th chapter?
30 verse. Apichet suracha. Duracha. So, somehow it's a good intention, but unfortunately acting wrong things or sinful activity. Or Durachara means very bad activity. But still he's worshiping, his intention is good. Therefore, he's considered sad. So, because this intention is both kind of feeling is very important.
The good example you made with the child, then the parents, they see the love, and the other things they don't want to see because it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah.
And with the Lord it's the same. He sees our intention and all our bad things because out of our condition it's not so important. It's the love and the intention is important.
One thing more, I heard here, I don't remember when, but I heard the power not in the hands but in the heart. This is, for me, it's answer on the question of ideology, because actually we acting not by just hands, we acting by the things of heart.
Love in action.
Wow.
So perhaps we can also apply this to our minds. So to say, not only here it's important, it's more important to have, no? How Gurudev said, the way is from here to the heart.
Because here, always calculation coming. Calculation. Oh, this is maybe, good for me. It's not good for, oh, I can get this money. I lose this money. Kind of always calculation coming this place. But this is not calculation, just feeling.
That means there you can say the Brahmin. We have the Brahmin who does everything who is in the book to please the Lord very strictly. But then we have someone who is not so strict by the book, but he has a sweet heart, and that is what the Lord is attracted to. Then the one who is doing according all the rules and regulations of the book, but he has not so much sweetness in his heart. So that is how we can attract Radha Mohan with our sweetness.
May I tell you that this discussion was already discussion from between Plato and Aristotle, going to medieval Thomas von Aquin. And there's the story, I don't know if you know this story, from Tristan und Isolde. It's an old story, German one.
Tell us.
It was a story. It's coming from the French one. The winter, how do you call them? Going through Europe in the 10 until 1225 about?
Night.
Medieval.
Middle Age.
Middle Age, yes. And this is the story written 10 times in different times. Tristan is going to England for take a wife for his king, but then he is drinking this nectar and he is falling in love for this Isolde. and she's falling in love for him. And the latest version from Gottfried von Strassburg is that they are drinking that, but they say, yes, but I will love you. And now a lot of people were looking why they say, I will love you. And this is the conclusion. Realism, or Platon and Aristotle, is this only the name of a book, or is this really a book? The conclusion is the conceptualismus. The concept or the intention is behind. And the philosopher for that conceptualismus was Abélard. Abélard is a French one, a monk. Abélard, who is buried in Père Lachaise in Paris. And he was loving Héloïse. Héloïse was a nurse. She was epticine, like, yes. But the concept behind is not, if you are, so Isolde was always, until the end of her life, she was trading his husband because she loved the other one, no? But they made lies and a lot of not good things. But the concept was always to love each other, and so it was good. Excuse me, it's something totally else, but I think the concept or the idea behind is different, but it's always the concept behind what is interesting. And it's telling if something is good or not. This the intention, I think. Okay.
Thank you.
It's something totally else, but I think it's always interesting that some concepts you can find also in the mystic. It's the Catholic mystic is also very interesting to find some concepts behind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When they say that the intention, this is very powerful, this thing. The conscience, how we put the intention. When the scribe and Pharisee say to Jesus, you are the king of the Jews, no? For example, the intention. He was not. He didn't come here to become a king of the Jews. It's a pure intention. You conquist everything. I make my personal experience now to tell you. Years ago, I was in Miami, and I met a scientist. He's a scientist that regards the water. My intention, it was not to make a business. My intention was to understand why it is water or whatever it is. It was good for me or for other people. When I start trying, I said to myself, I want to give this, not the intention was to make money, but I want to give this water to all my friends. Because I know it's good for me, it will be very good for others. But materialistic intention, it will think, wow, I will make a lot of money. It's true, you make a lot of money, but it was the intention that I was not thinking to make a lot of money. When I met the scientist, I understand everything what he said. And I put in action, drink the water, or whatever other things. It can be the water, it can be other things. And the water was life. So, I'm going to have a mission, I said, to me, to give life. But if my intention was, it's a big company, I want to go and make a lot of money because I'm a seller. I can gratify myself more if I get more luxury, more money. If I get luxury, I share. If I get money, I am egoist. I think all to myself. You understand my point? This was a pure intention that I had to help others. Because I discovered by the mercy of the God that this water was a miracle God, water.
Yeah, we need to We need to nuance. It's not quite intention that we're talking about. I can have intention to make a cake for God, but if my heart is in the wrong place, then we won't have the effect. So it's more the loving place from which we formulate this intention. I have to be pure in my heart before I decide to make the cake, or to, like Balaram, to fix the door.
And thanks God, in those years, I was already, following the path of Bhakti. If I was not following the path of Bhakti, I would say, I'm okay. I will do for business. With God, we have this. If the heart is not pure, you make a business with God.
Yeah.
And with the devotee of God. That's the intention. What do you want to do with God? You want to make it? What is your intention? You want to make a business? Okay, they allow you to make a business. You want His love. You receive His love. Whatever you ask Him, He will give you.
In a way, when you have pure heart, you have no intention. It just happens. Your life becomes a gift to God, a gift of love to God.
As Gurudev say, the ocean, the river goes flowing to the ocean. It was a very interesting topic. This.
Yes, this is what devotees are always concerned to give this path of bhakti, making accessible to others. This is our concern that we have, because we can see this is so tasteful and so much mercy is there, and we are all eternal spirit souls, and this is our birthright to understand all these things and to taste this also. So the devotee will always give this to others, make this accessible to others.
What was our intention when we become a bhakta? We have this mercy from others, from Srila Prabhupada, from Jesus, from all, whatever they're saying. They transform our life, and we want to transform a life of others. With their purity, we be influenced. And so that frequency of purity, it got in our heart. And by chanting and by do all the other ingredients that we're talking, it's so beautiful to give. My intention when I read the Bhagavad Gita, first time, it was to purify myself and understand philosophically what Krishna was to tell me through Arjuna. So I said, this isn't the benefit. And my intention was to go and give the other Bhagavad Gita to others. That is our disciple succession. Prabhupada give our, and now we want to give others. Just we have to purify the intention. Because many people, they have intention to, come si dice, aiutami.
Dimmi.
4 tipi di persone, di devoti vogliono Dio. Quelli che,
yes. What you explained to me,
what your intention?
4 kind of people
God
are
fulfilled you.
looking for God.
Mm-hmm.
You want knowledge?
Who is coming to Bhakti?
Pandit?
Yeah.
You want this? This. There are different kind of. Sorry, my English, because my Italian language. But you understand, because you are a senior devotee, you remember the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, what Prabhupada want to say. There are 4 kind of devotee. No?
Yeah.
So maybe our friend don't understand what they are.
I also understand.
To approach God, you understand? You want to approach God for wealthy. You want to approach God for knowledge. You want to approach God for. Different approach we want to have. Somebody is pure devotee. He wants to approach God for loving affair and give loving affair to others. That's the people that come from other dimension to help human. To make them understand this the eternity and the intention, the relation that we have with God and with others. It's very easy. It's not so complicated. We make complicated because we have to clean.
Radha Krishna, but I think what we have to do, what I have to do, is what Gurudev says, to check myself. And I do this the whole day, and I see that my intention is sometimes, the most times, not really pure. And then I can say, Swami, Radha, I'm like this. Please help.
Please help.
This, and give this to her.
It's so pure. You know why it's so pure, your intention?
No.
Because you are still, because you start crying.
Yeah, but this is so
And you have so much love in yourself that you want to express with your cry. And then sometimes, as you said, these dualistic things that happen to you, it's okay, it's the process that you will increase your love. You will increase your tears. When you start tears, you think that your love is so great. For God and for all your brothers and sisters. Only when you cry, you can feel this purity. It's so beautiful what you are. You can think out. And you will see how you purify. More you cry, more you will be pure, and your pure intention will be. I'm sure, because I experienced this. How much I suffered. Everybody we have suffered from this dualistic situation of our mind.
It's not in my hand, it's in her hand.
You see?
Okay, I have much karma and I think and big false ego. But only they can help me and I can bring them what I am, and I'm so like this.
I love
And I'm so sorry that my intention is so small.
What is la parola spoil? What is ha detto una cosa che non la parola.
This is so sweet what you say.
You see?
I was feeling yesterday in the temple.
Automatic.
I was like this feeling, like what you said. I was crying, and I was happy that it was dark and nobody could see my tears. But I have the feeling that here we can let our tears flow, and this is cleaning. But I felt the same yesterday. I was in front of Samadhi and I felt like, oh my God, I'm so unqualified. I'm envious, still I'm not pure, still I have bad thoughts against others sometimes. So I also feel like this. Thank you for sharing because...
That is ecstasy. For me, I feel ecstasy when people cry. Even if you are suffering for some internal adjustment, no? It's ecstasy. Because even in the suffering, you can have ecstasy.
No, I know something. Thank you. I learned that this suffering is nothing else than control. I want to control that I have more intention. And it is not my way. I have to be more humble. When I'm more humble, I don't need to cry. I give everything in Radharani's hands and wait. And be patient and wait until she cleans my heart. This is the thing. Beautiful. So I don't need to suffer. And maybe I don't need to cry. Maybe a little bit. But this is the point. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's the point. Thank you.
You're so sweet.
Ma dai, go pianto. You are expressed. I'm thinking very beautiful that I do many times when I go for the yoga therapy. Smile. I do this. You, in the meantime, you can smile and cry and smile. Because in one way, with the cry, you take out all your, whatever, huh? And then, when you realize and you surrender, you see, and then now you are smiling. You are realizing. You see the difference? In the meantime, a few seconds ago, you were crying. Now, boom, the consciousness, the mood changed.
Yes, because we are sitting under Radha Bhava.
And you realize that. That's why now you are crying, the face is changing. Look your face now, look you.
Yeah.
beautiful, sweet.
Yes, it's another crying. Here it's another crying. It's not for ourselves so much. At home it's really like lamenting and oh my God, poor me.
My life
is like, oh. And here it's like, yeah, we're crying, but it's not.
Breakthrough
we don't go deeper and deeper. It's like a release. And we feel like lighter after, and like, yeah. And here I can be so open with all of you and so natural. And I don't have to pretend or have a mask. And this is so precious. And yeah. So I'm crying and laughing at the same time. It's another crying. Yeah.
I want to make an example that you inspire me now.
Sorry, I'm deviating from.
Yeah, you're right.
There are different.
Exactly on the subject, both of you.
You inspired me.
I make you a metaphor, no? That what you were saying. It came now to my mind because there are many different instruments to purify the water. There is osmosis. You take everything from the water. It comes neutral, pure. But it has no minerals. It has nothing. No? As for example, us. We can have different ingredients, different tools, shall we say, that we can take out all our poison in our mind, in our body. Emotional poison. You can use osmosis, for example, no? In the way of our tools that we have. Chant the mantra, satsang, all these things. Then if you want to add more love for yourself, you put some more minerals in the water and you drink it. Because you want to love more yourself and God and devotee. That's all you want to share. More ingredients means the loving. And so the water becomes powerful, energetic, and as you also are water, 80%, 90%, everything is water in our side. And we make this transformation of osmosis in our emotion, in our thing. And the ingredients, the tools are the guru, the saint, the satsang. The scripture, as you said, they are living sadhus, their experience. We have everything. And we'll drink the nectar. That is our association, our duty, our service in the familia, in the society. And then the spiritual world is not to have to go easier. It's in ourselves. You understand the point? Yeah, then when we become ash, our soul join whatever we have to join in according what we want and what the mercy of the Lord and the relation that we have. Is this eternal pastime, lila, enjoying the devotee together, chant, sharing here, there. And we cooperate with the demigods, with the devotee. You see the Bhagavad Gita. It's a beautiful. I was so much attracted. I don't know, what is the Bhagavad Gita? When there is the family on it was a painting they did, you know? I don't know if it is the American devotee or Italian. It's a beautiful painting. No. Where there is beautiful environment, garden, family, husband and wife and the kids, up the demigods who control where we say the organ, no? The organ of the heart, the mind, etc. Up is Brahma, Radha Mohan, Radha Krishna, whatever. So, when we are all coordinated, it's happiness. We have to. If the demigods are happy, Krishna is happy. If Krishna is happy, demigods are happy. And the devotees are happy, spiritual, the paradise, Vaikuntha, Krishna Loka, where there is here. In ourselves, and we share, and when we finish, we go. in another dimension, wherever we have to go. So cooperation, spiritual seva, cooperation. Us, animals, plants, demigods, the administrator of the universe, Lord Krishna, whatever, with his friends, me technically, I don't know anything, because I studied Srimad Bhagavatam, I love, but all these technical names, me with the names forget. No?
Yeah. You're talking from your heart.
Yeah, thank you.
Should we come back to
thank you.
So only we have to do is to dance and chant, recite, giving.
Can I say something also?
Please.
So I think in Vrindavan everything is very intense.
Yeah.
Very intense.
It's very intense. So when we are chanting Nam Japa, together chanting, doing seva, so all the unwanted things in our hearts, slowly they are coming up and they are going away. And this sometimes is hurting because we have practicing all these things so many lifetimes. And now we want to leave these things. And this kind is like not so easy thing. And this is, then many emotions are coming up, but it is a very natural process because the soul is always pure and full of knowledge and full of bliss. It's Satchitananda. And with our practice of devotional service, chanting, hearing, associating, slowly and more, all these things are coming up and going out. And we have to readjust our mind and our false ego and all the things that we practice for so many lives. Like Gurudev is saying, when we are chanting the Bhakti Lata Beach, and our heart is growing, but all the, how it is called?
The seed, what he planted in our heart, the Bhakti seed?
The Bhakti seed is the Bhakti Lata Beach, is the seed of Bhakti is growing within our heart, but all the other things are also growing. So then sometimes other things are also coming up.
This was the topic of the churning of the ocean, no? Yeah. And all this. You think, oh, I'm advancing, and then
But that's the beauty of this process, because at the end we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So slowly.
Yeah.
Progress, we make some progress and we have to be patient with ourselves. And that is the real meaning of compassion, is that we have the kind of compassion to ourselves, that we allow ourselves to cultivate these Vrajabhavas. And when we can cultivate this, then we can have also compassion with the others.
Okay. You have... Should we continue a little bit?
Yeah.
So, previously Srila Thakura Mahasaya has spoken of exclusive worship, personally giving the definition of exclusive devotion. I just repeat a little bit. And in this Trapida, he explained how all factors that may harm the devotee's bhajana, all that is not part of exclusive bhajana, must be given up. Hushike Govinda Seva, Nit Pujibo Devi Deva, E To Ananya Bhakti Kata. In Sri Narada Pancharatra, the following definition of pure devotion is given. You want to read it?
Not really.
Giving up all designations or all personal desires for both this lifetime and the next, Bhakti is performed. Oh, sorry, we read this.
No problem.
That's good.
It's hard to repeat.
Because now I also find the word I ask you. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. Very good.
I think, yes, I heard it, but it's good to hear it again.
Remembering, reminding.
Yes. After this discussion, it's good to fresh it up.
Bhakti is performed solely?
Solely?
Solely? My God.
No, he used the same word twice, you know.
Solely for the love of Sri Krishna and in thus spotless. Such service to Rishikesha, the Lord of the senses. Sri Govinda performed through the senses is called Bhakti. One meaning of the name Govinda is regulator or master of the senses. Go means the senses, and the master of the senses, or Rishikesha, is indicated with the name Govinda in this Tripadi. The 5 knowledge-acquiring senses are the eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and skin. And the 5 active senses are the speech, hands, feet, anus, and genitals. Along with the mind, which is the internal sense, there are 11 senses, and service rendered to Sri Govinda with these senses is called Bhakti.
With the senses, you know.
Eternal sense, which there are 11 senses.
The mind, the 11. Lastly, mind. A computer, no? The computer is the mind.
This is very along with the mind.
The mind is the internal sense.
That's very strange. Can you explain, Jayananda?
Jayananda.
The mind is internal sense.
Yes.
Internal.
So, like, why here mind mentioned? Because our 5 senses, knowledge acquiring senses. And 5 senses kind of, acting senses.
Material sense.
Yeah. So, these all senses is a kind of mind is at, the work of mind, help of mind, these 10 senses working.
Yes.
So therefore, here mentioned the mind. So if we control the mind, or if mind say, oh, this all senses to use for what, to using for Krishna, for Radha Mohan. This spiritual. Or mind say, oh, this sense using for my benefit, my pleasure. Then become material.
Right.
So therefore this mind, how to deal with this mind is very important. Therefore this good one, is mind.
Also, mind, the mind is the center. And all these other senses, periphery,
So the mind can be spiritual and material. So this is new to me.
So it means like Bhakti means purify our mind.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda